Certainly I shall collapse from exhaustion before I fall on the battlefield.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for more Let's Play Baldur's Gate. Before we exit Nashkel,
If you wish.
Ooh, I'm tired.
there are two things I want to do. First, I want to buy a Stone to Flesh scroll. And this is for much later. But it will eventually find some use.
A woman needs her beauty rest.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah, if that's your desire.
Helm watch over thee upon thy quest.
So there we go.
Yes.
You must gather.
And the second thing we want to do is buy a large
Yeah,
shield +1. This is one of the best shields you can find. There's also a +2, which I don't remember where it is right now, but it's much later. We won't be able to find it before quite a while, so the large shield +1 will be a very nice addition.
I'll with pleasure.
Business has been poor.
And we're
but
pretty
the
rich
iron
now with
shortage and all.
31,000 GP, so we can afford to buy some magical equipment. So let's start with that. Of course, Zekel will equip it.
Oh, I feel so
What?
It is done.
And with that, we'll be out of Nashkel. Our next destination is Beregost. Of course, we want to find Transig there, but there are also a couple of other people we need to talk to.
As I thought.
First, we'll pay a visit to the Friendly Arm Inn and spend the rest of the night there, because everyone is quite tired.
Can I assist you?
And a certain officer, I don't know how to say that name, Vi, I guess, comes talk to us. Ah, Zekel, I thought it might be you. These southern parts are set quite afire with talk of your work in Nashkel. I am Officer Vi of the Flaming Fist, and, to be honest, I could use your help. I care not a whit for your name and title, Officer Vi. The word of the Flaming Fist may be the law in these parts, but the extent of that law stops within reach of my blade. Then call me Jessa. To be perfectly honest, Zekel, my contingent and I are cut off from Baldur's Gate. We haven't received new orders for close to a week. If you have issues with my superiors, then so be it, but don't drag them in here because, as things stand now, I couldn't care less. My contingent and I are on our own now, and quite frankly, all we want to do is make it home. Jessa, it is. Very well then. How can we help you find your precious way home? The bandit raids have been getting worse since you returned from Nashkel. I used to think that they were just your usual brigands out to make a quick buck in troubled times, but not anymore. They're working for someone. Damn it, this is a fine mess, isn't it? One way or another, I've got to get my troops back to the gate. I'll pay 50 gold pieces for every bandit scalp you can bring me, and spread the news. Some of the merchants in the region have also decided to pitch in and give money for the bandit scalps, but I'll give you the best price. I want this whole region cleared, and I want to know what in the nine hells is going on here. So, this Flaming Fist person is actually an ally in our quest to investigate the bandits, in that she will buy any bandit scalps we find, and we did already find quite a few of them.
Simple.
And of course, when we'll have finished with this, we'll come talk to her again, and
Yeah, of course, darling.
it ends the quest there. And then she stops buying bandit scalps from that point on, so we have to be careful, but anyway.
You want some whiskey?
So let's sleep. What room do we sleep in? I guess we're stinking rich now, so we'll buy a royal room. Still has rats in it, apparently. In the original Baldur's Gate, this had a meaning. You would rest better. You would gain more HP when you rested in a better quality room. I think it was like 2 HP for the peasant room and 8 for the royal room, and the others were in between. But in 2-2 there is no difference because you can rest until healed, so you always recover full HP.
Oh there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Oh, it's that pointy-head wizard again. Well now, our paths cross one more. I suppose proper introductions are in order, as we will no doubt meet again. My name is Elminster. I've heard nothing but tales of thy exploits in the time we have been apart. It would seem that thou art destined to have quite the impact on the Sword Coast, quite the burden for one so young. I was not aware that my actions were common knowledge. Perhaps not common knowledge, but everything is plain for those that know where to look. As it is, I am aware of thine efforts and accomplishments. Thou art quite adept, as Gorion predicted. All that remains is to determine motive. Gorion? You knew him, but you said nothing before. 'Twas neither the place nor the time for such things. As painful as the circumstances may have been, it was time for thee to forge thine own path. One of the most valuable lessons that life has taught me is when not to go sticking my pipe in other people's affairs. Such is the case now as well. Thank goodness, does that mean I shall be spared any more of your chatter? It is a questionable mind that disregards a friendly voice, regardless of how nebulous the advice. Nevertheless, I shall say my piece in plain words and leave. The bandits that thou dost seek make a habit of traveling in the northeast. Fare thee well. Elminster needs no introduction. He's maybe the most famous character in the realms. Maybe after Drizzt, I don't know, but still, he's a bit like the equivalent of Gandalf in Tolkien lore, you know, typical old wizard with a pipe and pointy hat and stuff, although
The
he's
city is a beautiful
represented
place.
in red,
So
not
full
in
of
grey.
the gullible and stupid.
Do I still have that note I found on Gorion's body at the start of the game? Must be somewhere. Gorion scroll. So this was written by a friend of Gorion. It was signed E, and an old guy, so at this point it's quite obvious that this letter was actually written by
Again, you disturb me.
that guy, Elminster.
Yes, what do you want? Out with it.
And although he seems to have entered the smith here, he's actually nowhere to be found.
If that's your desire.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
We are here to buy the short bow +1, which will be a very good addition to Safana's arsenal. Whoops. Yeah.
Oh, I
There we
feel
go.
so
What,
sensual.
if you wish?
And now let's go visit Feldepost's Inn, of course.
Ooh, you smell.
Zickle, someone in the Jovial Juggler gave me a gold piece to come find you. So we're popular among children now. Slow down, breathless child. Who is tossing money about in hopes of finding me? Her name's Officer Vi, and she's with the Flaming Fist. And you needn't worry, she's real nice. Oh yes, I know. I visited her already. By the way, how did you know my name? Why, everyone here is talking about you. You're the ones who saved the Nashkel mines. My mama says that even though we don't like those folks from Am, there's no reason anyone should have to suffer. So, okay, thanks. So, one big difference between Beregost and Nashkel is that people recognize us on sight here. Whereas in Nashkel they were talking about us, but they didn't believe that we were actually... You know, when they saw us, they didn't believe we were those guys. Which is a bit weird. Nashkel is right next to the mines. It seems that news spread faster to Beregost than Nashkel itself. At least news of our physical description. So we are here for two reasons. The first is, of course, to talk to Transic,
Yet with pleasure.
who is Malahay's contact. But the second is to
You want some
pay us
whiskey?
visit to the bartender, who has plenty of good stuff as we saw earlier in the game. we do want to buy the Battle Axe +1. That way, Kagan will stop breaking axes every 10 minutes, and he can also drop the rest on the floor and free up some weight in his inventory. And he also, of course, boosts his Thaco and damage and attack speed, because this has a better attack speed, well, speed factor, than a regular axe. Let's see. Yup, this is 7, and this is 6. 6 is better.
I don't want to talk.
Yeah. Yes. It is done.
Okay, so that should be the guy, indeed.
What? As I thought. Simple.
Let's surround him in case
Tis a fine
things
day.
go awry.
If you wish.
Like these men want a little trouble. I'll give them trouble.
Why do you bother me? Can't you see that I'm in a hurry to get out of this damn town? Perhaps you could tell us why you are in such a hurry? I'm not gonna tell you guys anything. Get out of my face. You won't be rid of us that easily. We know you're up to no good. Now tell us everything you know. You know what I'm up to, eh? Well, maybe something you don't know about is my magic skills. You might not believe me, but if you ain't out of my face in the next 5 seconds, I'll blast you to Kingdom Come. You, wielding magic? Haha, we can't suspend our disbelief that much. Come along now and surrender, or we'll have to hurt you. I warned you, now you pay the price.
What?
You're welcome to try. Oh, 975 XP. Not bad, not bad. And let's see what he was carrying. Transic. I am perplexed as to why Malahay has not communicated with us in some while. Well, because we killed him, maybe. You are to go to the mines and find out the condition of his operation. You are also to collect any iron that may have been stolen by the kobolds. Our next raid will most likely take place at Peldvale or Larswood, so visit either of those areas and track us back to our camp. Okay, so our next lead is those regions, Peldvale and Larswood. And we also find some rings. Okay, Edwin could wear it.
Yes.
And with that, also these areas appear on our map. Larswood and Peldvale. Actually, I just remembered that
What do you want?
I forgot something in the Jovial Juggler Inn. This was going too well.
Out with it.
So we'll go there right now.
If you wish.
And then we'll be out of here. By the way, when you exit Beregost in Baldur's Gate 2.2, the game tends to crash. That's a bug that has never been resolved. I think no one really knows what's going on. But there's a save game crash fixer specifically for that issue. So whenever you're about to exit Beregost, make a save. And if the game crashes, you run the utility on the save, and it will fix that.
Oh, of course.
It will allow you to reload the save as normal. We want to talk to Bjornen, which I forgot.
Yes?
Fine work, news of the battle has reached me even here. In an effort to encourage such deeds of righteousness, allow me to present you this shield. The Sword Coast needs more heroes of your sort, especially in times as dark as these.
I keep very...
So we helped a paladin by killing those half ogres near Beregost. You know, in the region we met Drizzt. And it did pay off. I mean, I hate paladins, but... Still, we gained a medium shield +1. So, Kagan will equip that.
Yes, dear. If that's your desire.
Oh, perhaps.
And
we'll
with
survive
that,
longer
we
than
are
I
done in
originally
Beregost.
thought.
As I said, the game tends to crash, so I'll save here and I will see you in the next video.